with technical difficulties. We are back live now, and hopefully this was the last time this happens. We're also still saying the wrong name of the map.
It's not the Taiko one though. I think it's still not Mania though. I don't think Kantan is a Mania mapper.
That would be the difficulty name though.
Alright, it sounds
like Lapis. This doesn't sound like it is the right song either. I'm actually mad now.
Dan really likes Taiko maps. All right, we got the mania map in there. It's not the tiebreaker from group stage, which is interesting, I guess. But let's see.
I think the tournament client just crashed again. Why is the tiebreaker sounding? This makes no sense. I think I'm done trying. I think we just go and roll it. Hope that the client somehow fixes itself. Let's pray to the gods. Every single person that's watching, you have to make an altar. With your tablets, your mouse, your keyboard, something. You have to make a circle. And in there, you just have to start drop coins. So you summon the coinish god to fix this mania problem. That's like the only way.
I would get my coins.
I'm doing it.
Right now.
I'm finding my coins. I'll be right back.
I know where they are, but my cat's on me right now. And now I'm the lone commentator. Alright, well, I figure it's been 10 seconds by now and they would have started the warm-up. It's not going yet, so we might just have to wait till the end. It's a real shame because the warm-up that they had planned is pretty neat.
I couldn't even find the coins. I'm actually sad now. I can only blame the map, right? Yeah, I can surely blame the client, but...
The first warm-up worked fine.
Yeah, I mean after crashing the stream like once, but yes. Man. I don't know what's up today, but it's not good. If only I had the power to fix things. I might have fixed it.
Oh my gosh, I see the warm-up now, but the song... Wait. Did you change the audio to the client? We can hear it! We're getting here just at the end.
I like it though. At least we get to listen to the Himno Nacional Brasileiro in a funk version. Cool. I love the background though. But hey, we are back? Ish?
We seem to be back.
I hope we are back. Oh no. Okay, that almost broke the stream. That almost broke the stream. That was very close.
That scared me a lot.
That was very close to close the stream. Like, every single time that happens, OBS crashes. I don't know why, but it does. This time, it survives. Somehow.
We did it, boys.
But hey, get to see the rolls now. 68 for Lotus. Equivalent to his amount of 300s in probably at least one of the maps.
Probably.
And we see Luja dropping an 18 there. So Argentina takes the first ban. I'm not sure what they will go for, actually. I mean, they could decide. Like, Brazil could decide to get second pick. So there's still that. I can definitely see Argentina banning something like Goodbye Balls. Or perhaps one of the SVs if it didn't train enough. Last year they didn't really do that bad on the SV picks, but this time it's a very big step up compared to the group stage, I'll say. And Lotus picks first, bans second, Argentina will take the first ban. Well, we'll listen to this banger of a track in the background. Another prediction from your end, Nov? What do you think they should ban?
So we got Argentina banning first. I don't know. Maybe they'll go for like Goodbye Boss or maybe AO Infinity or Cycles. They could do that.
I guess that's fine. I mean, I'll say that Brazil is fairly good at SVs, right? But there's always that wild card of City Fanger that you don't really know if he practices the map or not. So,
well, yeah, but they have
to play the SVs. But
has like Urso to also play SVs this year, so like they're not in terrible state. They're not in like a randomized state, I should say. And I'm guessing Cycles was going to be Brazil's ban. Maybe they're going to go with Whiplash, or maybe they're going to go with one of the charts that they just don't want to.
I can see them maybe banning, I don't know, Education perhaps, preset Junkies, or maybe just Whiplash. Like,
I could see them banning like Prom Night too, because that is so annoying to play. There's a certain
amount. You either get
amount.
like 4 200s or just like a miss or a very bad 200 count and a full combo is very sad. Are we seeing a no SV matchup here?
I see the word lip, so.
I weep. they are asking if they had to ban whip or if Urso actually practiced the map.
Yeah, I figured that Lotus was asking if Urso practiced it.
Vamos a confiar no Urso. they have to trust the Urso Manso here for Whiplash. It seems like they will ban something else. And they ban Thank You next. 20 Frappuccino is the difficulty. What they will pick though is another topic. I can see them going for like AO Infinity as the first pick if they want to like just outact. But again, they could try to go for something more aggressive. Not necessarily Prom Night, but maybe Unconquered. Or Education, I guess that works.
I guess they just feel the most comfortable on that, or expect the more drops from Argentina. Maybe they just like feel like it's a really safe pick, probably consistent on their end, and just feel like it's chokeable enough on the for the other end that they can almost guarantee themselves a point there.
Yeah, I actually believe that Argentina will struggle quite a bit on this map. So after thinking about it a little bit, I think Brazil probably making a good call here, picking this. This is a map that I can see Alu doing all right, but because it's not so long node heavy, it's just like annoying to play with the long nodes. She might not be able to out-act anybody on the Brazilian team. And she's pretty much the only guaranteed player I can see performing very well on this map. Like boss play is probably gonna do fine, but then I can see him dropping some 200s on the long nodes alongside Lu Jalbi. So really depends who is around. If Repos is around for Argentina, then they will be a better spot. But as it stands, they're not changing the roster, so I'm a bit concerned. Oh, there's Alu. So there is Alu replacing Spark, pretty much the no-brainer choice. Spark is no bueno with long nodes at all, so it's being instantly swapped here.
Oh, we got...
Oh, Lucha is also replacing. Repos is gonna join. There he is.
Okay.
No big surprise to see that there. This is pretty much the best long node lineup Argentina can provide. Since they don't have Lucas this year, this is probably the best bet. And on the left side, Lotus, Andre MC, and Kyu. This means that Silly Fanger is probably not around for this one, and that's worrying as well. I will expect him to be like the main third on this one. We'll see. See Repos with the hidden, as is usual. And we're about to start now. Pick number 1, selected by Brazil, Education.
Yeah, no mirrors, interestingly enough. This is one of those charts that I would have expected to see the most mirrors, just like... It's so repetitive that you can start mind blocking patterns if you practice it like twice. You practice this chart twice and make bad habits, you're mind blocked automatically. And that's where mirror would start coming in handy. And to see no one playing it means that either they didn't practice it enough to, mind block any patterns, or they just, never ended up building up bad habits. Opening up right now,
Argentina's on the lead, actually.
Oh, Kit had a huge accuracy drop. He's down to the low 99s right now. I was wondering why Argentina had the lead, given Lotus and Andre MC both at the 99.8.
This shows how much Brazil needs Silly Fanger early on in terms of long nodes, and in general, just really. Argentina, though, struggling to keep that lead in their favor.
Yeah, Kit is continuing to drop a lot of accuracy, but the thing is, I don't think, in this specific situation, I'm surprised Kit is doing not so well on it. I've seen his high-level LN play and his accuracy in general, particularly from last round, and he was doing it exceptionally well, and is probably one of the best LN players in the world. Just flat out.
Yeah, we can see right here though that Repos is starting to struggle a little bit, equalizing now that accuracy with Kyut, and this is not a situation where Argentina wants to be, and they'll kind of have to hope for a miss now, unless the accuracies get a little bit different as before. Maybe if Kyut drops accuracy as he was in the intro, but Repos is now the main guy that's behind everybody else.
Yeah, there's another section that kind of repeats the patterns that Kit was dropping a lot of accuracy on, so there's an opportunity for accuracy drops to happen again, but as this continues to happen, the accuracy lead in favor of Brazil just grows bigger, and they're at about, I can't even tell how much of a lead that is.
That's like 15,000 points.
Yeah.
Was very close at the intro, but now that Cute manages to stabilize a little bit and Repos dropped a little bit of accuracy, so did Boss Plays on his own. That's giving Brazil a huge boost now in terms of scoring, and even a miss is probably not going to be enough for Argentina here to recover.
Yeah, at this point they need probably 2 misses, and given the chart that they're on, it's possible, but given the team they're facing, it's less
not that
possible.
Yeah.
It's less possible.
Entering into this last quarter of the map, bit of a repetition of the previous section we saw before, but this time Cute is just doing quite well, dropping a 200 every now and then, but not really hurting his accuracy all that much. On the other hand though, Alu's score has been decreased, and so did Boss Plays and Repos. Their accuracies are dropping as time goes on, and I don't blame them. This map is very hard to get good accuracy on.
At this point, we're at an area where Alu's the only player on Argentina's side beating anyone from Brazil.
As I initially said, pretty much. Oh, that is a miss by Boss Plays right there. Pretty easy to mind block, and yeah, he definitely mind blocked those stairs. That shield on the forward column causing him to miss twice in a row. Not gonna matter all too much. The map was pretty much over. There wasn't really a big chance for Argentina anyways at that point of time. And Brazil will take their first point by quite a big margin after all, almost 45,000 points. Why is this accuracy? 2 200s from both Andre and Lothus.
Wow.
And those ratios as well. Very, very good scores there by Brazil. 996. I think that's the best score we saw so far on this.
Yeah, I mean it's better than anything I could put up, so though Kit's accuracy is definitely like a bit surprisingly weak.
Like I said, this is a very tricky map to get good accuracy at. Even if you're like very, very good at long nodes accuracy or just timing in general, I struggled a lot getting a replay for this. It was very easy for me to drop, especially on the intro. And that's pretty much the point where Cute was dropping the most. But that's it for education. Now Argentina has the pick, and I'll assume they go for something more rise-oriented, although they weren't that far off on this one. They could maybe try and aim for something that perhaps isn't about this point, like this type of map, maybe something hybrid, like Marble Soda.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe the play here is to go with like Prom Night, given the ban from Brazil's. Is that like that thank you next ban is like, oh, that's screaming that they're not like super comfortable on dumps, or at least not as comfortable as they'd like to be on those kinds of pattern maps, and Prom Night's probably the most comparable to that, and I'd assume that Argentina is at least decent or comfortable-ish on something like Prom Night in comparison to like a mind-blockable mess like Education.
We'll have to see. Marble Soda, actually, not sure if I like that pick all that much, if I think it a bit... Oh, actually, Pom Pom makes a lot of sense.
Easiest of the hybrids. I like this pick. I could see this going well for them, but it's arguably the least chokeable chart in the pool. So it's kind of hard. In my opinion, it is. It's the least chokeable in the entire pool. Though that's as someone who is relatively well-rounded overall. Like
yeah, I'll say that China is a bit easier to not choke. But again, I'm a longer player, so I know.
Oh yeah. Like the thing is, a lot of these patterns in this chart are simple. They're very simple patterns. They're pretty slow. It does a good job of meshing the easier side of Rice with the easier side of LNs. But it does have its fair share of pretty difficult releases in the form of those like hand releases with like that are offset. So I don't. I feel like the rolls in general fine on this.
Yeah, they should be, but
oh my god, Kut, what is happening? He dropped 200 in that first pattern. Bringing his accuracy back up, though.
Yeah, expectedly so. It's actually a bit weird though, like Cute is having this trouble at the very intro of every single map, so we'll have to see if that's a frequent thing or it's just that maybe he's a bit nervous or something in particular until he gets like into the mood of the song. It takes him a little bit to, you know, hit that timing window right.
So overall, everyone in the room doing very well so far. 2 99.9s on the side of Brazil and every single player on the side of Argentina above 99.7. You know,
nice
I don't.
There.
Yeah, that's me, but I don't need. Whatever. I'll accept it.
Carlos Menem though with the choke over there on the release timings. Actually, he dropped. He actually just dropped a single miss, and his accuracy is still very fine. But you can't really afford to miss against Brazil here. They're gonna capitalize out of it. The accuracies from Brazil though are very, very high there. Lotus and Andre vote on 99.9. Alu and Boss Plays both outperforming Kiyut here, but that miss from Carlos Menem definitely hurting the Argentinians more than what they initially wanted. There's a 200 there as well by Carlos, but it's not gonna matter all too much. These rolls are no trouble for Brazil, and if there is no misses, Brazil should be able to take this one quite comfortably, but there's a miss there by Cute right at the ending. I don't think there's enough time. The accuracy still favors Brazil. And with the last reel over here, they will take it. A miss from Carlos right at the very last note. And that's a point for Brazil. 58 300s for Lotus. B1 double S for him and Andre. And overall, pretty solid performance from both teams here. I reckon that with a full combo there by Menem, it would have been very, very close. But I still think that will have favored Brazil by about 1,000 or 2,000 points.
And going back to Brazil's pick, maybe they're just gonna keep on the mixed pick train, or maybe they're just gonna keep on the LN side of things.
I could going for Goodbye Boss here.
Yeah, I could see anything between China Dress, Goodbye Boss, Marble Soda. I could see any of those.
Oh, Marble Soda it is. And I don't like this pick that much. I think this is a pick that Brazil can afford to ignore. They don't really need to risk it. I think these 3-note jacks on the second column are pretty tricky. They got easy to choke. And although I don't see Lotus choking on it, maybe Kiyud will. And I think that's the main concerning point here.
Yeah, it's possible, but at the same token, Argentina could do the same thing. The problem really becomes like the 3-note jacks aren't terrible, aside from like 2 of them that are immediately following bursts. Like, you'll do a burst, and then you'll have to do a 3-note jack. And if you think too hard about that, you'll probably rush them. If you don't think too much about them and get surprised by them, you'll probably mess it up.
Still, I'll have gone for something like Our Infinity or something like Burn This Moment into the retina of my eye if I was Brazil. If they wanted to go for more of, like, not necessarily a mixed pick. And if they wanted to go for something more long-oriented, Goodbye Boss just screams good pick in my eyes. Argentina, with Boss Plays, Aldo and Repos, they should be able to do decently, but if one of those players is not up to their games, then Brazil will have a huge advantage. Goodbye Boss is a very, very hard map to get good scores on, and I can see Lotus and Andre both destroying the chart with no issue. Here with Marble Soda, even though I agree, yeah, Argentina could definitely like screw those 3-note jacks up. I'm not saying they won't, but if you're a team like Brazil, you know that you have the accuracy advantage, you know that you have a raw skill advantage in general, at least for this round. So I will have tried to pick something that it's less chokeable from the Brazilian side, because if you have a 3-way full combo, you're pretty much guaranteed to win if you're Brazil. But we'll see if it works out now. Marble Soda about to begin here.
Yeah. Oh, we see our first mirror of this match.
Yep. Cute's the first one. We actually see no Alu for this one, which is interesting. Rappers is gonna take her place.
Another slightly rocky start for Kit, but not quite as bad as the previous couple of charts have been. So Argentina doing a pretty good job of holding on to their accuracy, at least, you know, trying to keep up with Brazil at this point. What you really want to be doing if you're in Argentina's position, like you've already lost 2 points, one of them break point, one of them, you know, an expected loss given that it was Brazil's pick. But you are in a position where you know the accuracy of the other team is like ridiculously good. You basically want to just keep your accuracy high enough that if a drop happens or a couple of drops happen on the other side, that you can take advantage of that. Because if your accuracy is not good enough and it's not holding up quite well enough, it's not going to matter if Brazil chokes. Like right now, I think it's close enough that Argentina will probably close the lead, but with a little bit more play after that, Brazil will just increase their lead again.
Yeah, Repa's accuracy is just not good enough here. That's the main thing. I believe that if he wasn't like 99.6, then maybe they'll have been enough, but as it stands right now, I believe Argentina just needs 2 misses. One won't do it alone. And there's almost 2/3 of the map completed here. There's still a 3-way full combo for each team, but there is a miss. Lothus is the first one to drop.
Nice curse. Looks like Argentina's going to have to surmount a 16,000 point deficit with that miss, and I don't think they're going to do it just with the 1 miss.
No, but it's going to definitely close the gap, and I can see... I mean, Lothus is that type of tournament play that doesn't really feel nerves anywhere, so he's probably be able to do just fine on this section. It's arguably the easier part of the map, so...
I don't know if I would consider it like not feeling nerves, but he plays very well in situations that you would get. Yeah, I would compare him to someone like Halogen, who just basically gets better when he's playing a tournament, at least like accuracy wise. I don't know what it is, but he tends to PB a lot in match in the same way that Halogen does.
And as we're about to finish the map here, only a single miss from Brazil, but due to their high accuracies, didn't really matter all too much. About 20,000 points of lead for Brazil. A single miss from Lothus, no 200s, no bats whatsoever. And Andre MC takes the best score. Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Kind of dumb.
It is.
Kind of dumb.
I don't want to discredit the ratio from the others as well. Brazil in general, for this map, very good accuracies. In 300 rainbow counts. It's very, very good. Argentina not doing all that bad on their own either. Quite not as good as Brazil, but as a team, like 980k for each of their players, triple full combo. I can see them taking this map against some other teams. But Brazil is just proving to be way too strong. At least so far. I go straight into an accuracy choice here. Argentina kind of spotting that maybe the high risk is not the way to go. We'll transition into Rise, see if they can...
I don't know.
I mean, I understand this pick.
I understand it, but I don't know if this is the right way to attack them, right? Like,
I mean,
like Lothus is on the other side. I mean, yeah, okay.
The accuracy difference between Brazil and Argentina will be pretty. It's always pretty high, but in a map like this, where accuracy, it's easier to achieve in general. Like, yeah, sure, Lothus is gonna get like 15, 200, 300s on this, or something ridiculous like that. Sure. But Argentina can probably get all of their players on sub 200. And a single mistake from Brazil, probably the ratio won't be enough to make up for that difference. So,
maybe not.
I think that's the mentality.
There's a lot of it. Yeah, I guess. There's a lot of points in this chart that like you can definitely act drop a lot. Like towards the second half when it does those weird rhythms. I don't really know what they are technically, but it's like third rhythms, 1.15 or 1.5 rhythms. I really don't know. They're just equally spaced between one measure or one beat or something. But they're awkward to get if you're not like necessarily ready for the awkward rhythms that come with it. So
you mean like the
places where we can see accuracy choice. What?
You mean the streaming to 1/3? Oh.
Yeah, Are they 1/3? I don't know.
I think they are, yeah. Like when like this one, this part that we're listening right now.
Yes, this.
Yeah, this is very hard to time. Like it's
okay.
very tricky.
I'm getting confirmation that it is 1.5. 1 out of 1.5.
Amazing. So they are like 1/6 before the 1/3.
Yeah, okay. They're half of 1/3.
That's fine. I mean, I only played this map like a couple times and didn't have an issue with those, but definitely dropped normal 300 there. But here we go. Oh no, the hit
Nice
sound.
whistle hit sound. Thanks, Lusty Platypus.
That was pretty hilarious. So, this is where we do a bancho ball roll, right? Like we did in soft.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you guess Lotus accuracy.
Nice. 200. Ooh. Kit held the 100% slightly longer than Lotus.
And here we go. Carlos' minimum accuracy is actually fairly good on this type of maps too, so I don't think he will be quite equalizing Lotus, but he will be close.
Right now he's tailing him.
Oh,
so
he got 200.
Did actually. Oh, ooh, Kip missed. Whoa!
Oh, did he? Oh my god, he
Argentina
missed.
has the lead. Argentina has the lead right now. Also, Lotus is not accuracying this as well as I would have expected him to, if I'm being completely honest. Like, yeah, 99.96 is ridiculous. Though I haven't seen him drop a regular 300 in a while, so
yeah, he's
maybe
gonna.
maybe I don't know anything about this. Argentina still holds the lead, though.
Very small one though, and I can see the sharpshooting accuracy from Brazil starting to close that gap as time goes on. There's still half of the map remaining, plenty amount of time for Brazil to recover accuracy-wise, and we're gonna get into the 1/3 half, so 1/15s.
Yeah, the 1.5s.
Exactly. So this is a very important point for Argentina not to drop combo or accuracy, and they didn't really drop all that much.
Carlos did have a bit of an accuracy drop, actually matching Kutz now, who had a miss earlier, so...
Yeah, Q's accuracy is ridiculous at this point. It's just that one miss.
There's definitely enough time for Brazil to mount a comeback as long as they don't make too many errors in these upcoming streams.
Here we go, Menem dropping a bit of regular 300s there, and the score gap
It's
is
so
starting
close
to play
right now.
It's very, very close, and there's a quarter of the map remaining. Gotta tie those accuracies as much as possible.
Yeah, we still have a full-length stream. 99.97.
Here we go, last stream, last jump stream section. Will Argentina manage to pull out the miracle here? It's shrinking. I don't know if they have enough time. It's very, very close.
There's
Spark is
two phrases left.
Oh, starting to flicker.
Oh, Brazil
Will they have enough time? It seems like it will. Brazil is making the comeback happen. They're on the lead. Oh, it's a 500 point. It is less than that. It's 400 points. A single 200 there in the ending will do it. But I don't think it will happen in Brazil.
There's no way. Brazil's not going to drop this here.
Andre, go stopping! Stop! Go stopping!
Stop!
Don't do this to me, Andre. He gets the quad right there with 500 points. Brazil takes it. 501 points.
Yeah. Jeez.
31 300s by Lotus, 62 by Cute, and what? Lotus is 31, double that, 62, that's Cute, double that, 124, that's almost Andre. Oh my god.
What an exact number. That was really close though. Honestly, that 200 that Carlos dropped at the beginning might have been it. That might have been it.
Yeah, it was it. It was 100% it. 100% it. Look at the difference between Andre and Carlos. Like, Carlos would have gotten a better score than Andre, and that's more than 500 points of difference already. It would have been enough. That 1/200 makes up for that difference. Like I said, that was a decent pick from Argentina. It didn't work out at the end, but it was very, very close. Jeez.
All right. So Brazil's pick now is a good preset junkies. I don't like this pick very much, but I'll just accept.
I think it's fine actually. Meu pequeño Gigi no puede ser tan bom así. Oh my god.
Isn't Gigi the nickname of your boy Guillermo Messia?
Yep.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. I mean, it has some different connotations that I cannot really explain on stream.
I'm sure there are, but I'm not. I don't know.
I mean,
I know that Gil doesn't like the nickname.
I mean, obviously, Gigi's like the way your mom will call you when you're like, you're my boy, like me, Gigi.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has some other
your
connotations.
Mom? Haha.
Yeah, I don't like this pick at all. Yeah, but I don't think Argentina will do that well on this. Like, they have to use Spark for this. If they have to, then that's bad.
Love this. Don't ask why we picked this. There's no answer.
Boa Casio. That was a very close one. Very exciting map after all our Infinity. See if Argentina can pull out some crazy scores here too. Like, I can see Brazil choking on this one. If they have choked on our Infinity, then it can happen anywhere really. But this one in particular, like if it was other team, like Argentina, it's decent at tech stuff. I can see Boss plays full combo things. Perhaps Carlos will do as well. But Spark, he's not really good when it comes to long nodes, and this hybrid, even though the long node presence is not really necessarily like very release heavy, it's more like a reading trick and sort of like don't mind block this please type of long nodes.
Oh yeah, no, they're
still with that. I can see Spark just dropping combo there every single time.
Anyone could drop combo on this. Anyone can. This is one of those charts where no matter how good you are at it, like trying too hard can cause you to miss. Not trying hard enough can cause you to miss. Tripping over your keyboard can cause you to miss. If there are 6 full combos on this, I will ultimately be very surprised. Someone will miss on this.
Stuff is dangerous.
$99.99. Okay. Andre actually dropped like a couple 200s there. Or maybe just one. His accuracy isn't shaping up to be as good as it probably could be, but all of Argentina is staying very consistent. So far, no drops from anyone. We're just hitting the more awkward patterns, but the most likely
like the easy spot. This one long note, right? It's gonna happen in like about 150 combo. I hate it. It's on the 4th and 3rd column. I played this map like 5 times and missed 5 times on that particular path.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It sucks.
That kind of ruins the map, honestly. I think the rest is very fun to play.
I missed
this one. That is coming right up here.
Spectre.
No,
or Spark.
No misses. Yeah, Spark on it.
That sucks. But no one on the Brazil side dropping as of right now. Some small accuracy drops, but everyone's maintaining a very high accuracy overall.
Yeah, those accuracies are actually pretty nuts. I'll say that much. Wow. That's triple 990. That's a triple 990. 77 300s from Lotus. You know, casually destroying the map.
77's pretty good.
Yeah, yes.
Pretty good.
997, I mean, you're just 3,000 points off the million, right? That's not good enough.
Pretty close. It's pretty close.
God.
One more chart, Argentina, or one more chart for Brazil if they want to take this win. Argentina's pick it is, though. Andre is saying sorry for something.
Nice. He probably just said GG or something.
Oh, so did
like,
Kit also said GG.
Believe me, kids, this stuff is dangerous.
So what can Argentina pick here? Like, should they just go for prom night here?
Maybe. Maybe they'll go for burn this moment or something. Although burn this
China
moment
dress.
is much less. Okay.
I'm very surprised by the picks by Argentina here.
Brazil's
think they're
been
necessarily
avoiding
bad.
like straight LNs. I don't know why exactly they're doing that, but
You know,
I don't hate this pick.
no, me neither. But what I find surprising is that the strategy here from Argentina seems to be picking a lens. And if this was a strategy, like, why is Lucas not on the team? That's very, very interesting. I feel it, like, I'm never gonna get past that. I'm so sad my boy Lucas is not here.
Rip Lucas.
Rip Lucas. But hey, Bossway Alden and Rappers are very good along, so I can't really complain that much. And I'm very surprised, like, going from hybrid to rise to long nose. I mean, I guess it makes sense because, like, if you're losing, you kind of want to try something different every single time, see if you can win somewhere, find maybe a spot or a skill set where you might, like, maybe you weren't sure if you were better, but then you are, and you can take points of that. And Brazil has been joking a lot in this particular map. I mean, this particular match. I mean, and China dress. Although, like I said, it's the easiest one to full combo long no wise, I'll say that much. It's also something that you can choke in general. Like, we saw people missing on this before. And Cute is not having the best of the games today. He's not playing bad, but
yeah,
he drops combo quite frequently.
He's dropped twice, I think. Lothus also dropped once. Andre, I don't think has dropped at all, which is very good for, you know, when we talk about like round of 16 pools, generally what I've noticed over the past few years is that round of 16 is easy. Like, not easy quote unquote, but like there's not always like a big jump between group stage and round of 16. Like, there really should be in a lot of cases, just because, you know, a bunch of teams get knocked out at this point. So the difficulty jump should be a little bit higher. Like last year, there wasn't like a massive difference between group stage and round of 16, but like now, this is like just under quarterfinals of last year, at least getting close to it in like certain aspects of it. Some parts of it are pretty similar to last year's round of 16, but there was a noticeable jump in seeing how hard some of these picks are. Being consistent is huge. Like, Andre keeping combo on everything so far is one of the best things he can do for his team.
Indeed. I actually think that the gap this year was not as high as per usual, but the difficulty ramp from round 16 last year is noticeable in some aspects. Like, I feel like the Rise picks in general got a bit harder, but the rest is about the same, maybe even easier a little bit. Like, I don't see China Dress being harder than Acid Burst, for example.
No, like I said, it's in some aspects of it. Like, I think all the speed charts in general are like harder than last year's round of 16. The Allen picks, Goodbye Boss is definitely harder than most of the rest of round of 16.
Yeah, Beyond the Earth will be the comparison, I think, and I'll argue Goodbye Boss is slightly harder.
Not to mention that like Marble Soda is hard.
Is it? I don't know, man. I never really felt it was that hard.
Marble Soda is harder than most things from last year's round of 16. Anyways, back to the match. Brazil has a huge accuracy lead, 99.9. Ooh, there's a 200 from Lothus, as I was just going to mention him. Curse Central.
Hey, the Psychic Curse.
That's just how you gotta do it sometimes. No one's dropped yet, though. And I hope no one drops at all anymore, because I don't want to choke it. I don't want to curse anyone else.
I mean, it's fine. I'll do it myself. Hello, cute. Don't miss on this like anchored long notes, please. And he does them. Good job, man.
No one gets cursed these days.
Yeah, man.
Last
Everybody's
chorus.
holding the full combo here, and that's fairly good. But the accuracy here in favor of Brazil is just way too much. None of the young Argentinians are even close to Q, which is the lowest accuracy on Brazil. It's
Okay,
a pretty convincing win for Brazil to seal the match out.
I just want to note that Locus dropped to 200 earlier and has a
He's a
99.92.
99.92. Yeah, that's pretty.
That's
pretty
the
impressive.
same accuracy I had, and I got a double S on it. So
This is like double digit perfects.
oh, it is double digit perfects, 100%. It's gonna be like 80.
No, it's not.
Oh no!
That was so close. 101. Wow. That's a win for Brazil, as you can see on screen, but the scores from Andre and Lothus, man, what is going on? That's very shocking. Q not getting behind either. Look at that, 3 200s only. And Argentina trying their best, but not quite enough. Here, Brazil takes the 6th point and the match in their favor. They will advance to the quarterfinals. I'll be facing the United States of America. How do you feel about that, Toph?
It's what I expected. Still nervous.
That was an interesting match, though. Argentina had their chances, though. There were like a couple picks that were very, very close, so... I'm actually a bit happy that Argentina is performing well. Like, I can see them going through the quarterfinals, losers bracket. I mean, they're facing France, if I recall correctly, so that's gonna be a hard task. But, you know, they were up against Brazil. They were pretty close to take a point or two, so I wouldn't count them out just yet. They still have the chance on the losers bracket. And for this one in particular, Brazil, all the upper bracket has been decided already. USA, Brazil, and Thailand, UK. How do you feel about that? Oh my god, that's stacked.
This bracket is just, it's all on the top. All of it is.
That's so wrong in so many different levels, man. I wouldn't want to be on that top side of the bracket if I were any team. And we can also see and check the lower side of the bracket here. We have two matchups decided as well. France and Argentina facing each other on the quarterfinals. And so will Italy and Russia. Those four teams fighting for elimination on a spot with the semifinals losers bracket. It's gonna be fun. But for now, this has been it for the stream of today. As we have 4 more matches to cover, they will happen in about, I think, 8-9 hours. Somewhere around that point. But the next one, as you can see, 8 hours from now, Indonesia versus Japan. A high seed battle, actually. We don't get to see those like very often. I think it's only this one and China versus Singapore that we have a high seed matchups on the round of 16. Who do you think is gonna win there, though, Toph?
Which match are we talking about? Indonesia and Japan?
I think that could be interesting to watch.
That is 2 high seeds, isn't it?
Yeah, you're correct. 2 high seed that were top seed last year.
Yeah, it is. Japan actually winning their group, which is why they're against another high seed. I would like to say that Japan has the consistency and accuracy and speed in general to pretty much take Indonesia on most of that stuff, but I really don't. I cannot say.
I don't know. I think that Indonesia might just be able to take the long notes, and if they can take the hybrids, then we could see a very, very close match. But yeah, I think it's time for us to finally have a well-deserved long break here. We can all get some time to sleep, as we will be going back to matches, not tomorrow, because technically it is today for the UDC mans, but not for Toph and me at least. But at 10 UDC, Indonesia versus Japan is going to be the matchup, and I hope that everybody watches it because I think it's most likely going to be the most exciting match in the entirety of the round of 16. If not, it's going to be China versus Singapore, which will also happen tomorrow. So,
I think both of those could be very.
And you know, you never know. Maybe Poland pulls out a miracle too. I'm actually expecting Poland to do very well, but there's Korea that they have to take down, and that's a very hard task. So
3-time repeating champions as of right now, so it's not. They're like sort of weaker than last year, sort of. You know, if you can even really say that, I'd say they're pretty equivalent to last year's team, but you really never know what's gonna happen with.
Yeah, it's kind of an unpredictable team, and thankfully for them, if they can get past Poland, they won't have to be facing a top seed until the semis, which could be the Philippines. So the path is there for them to take, but Poland is on the way, and we'll have to see if they can manage them. But all that will happen tomorrow, and that's been it for today and for us. Toph, anything you want to add?
Not particularly, just make sure to come back for these next couple matches, because this next block will have some of the more interesting ones.
Yep, I agree completely. So, people, thanks everybody for watching, and Indonesia vs Japan is waiting for you in about 8 hours. Have fun. Remember to check out the banners, which I think are up already on the store, on the OSA store. You can pick one up from any of the 16 teams that you can see on screen right now, all those who qualify to the bracket stage. You can help funding the prize pool with that by purchasing one, and obviously show your support to the team you like the most. And if you happen to pick up the winner of the tournament, your banner will stay for a little bit longer until like the end of OWC or somewhere around that point. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you on Indonesia vs Japan tomorrow. Bye bye.